Good morning, students. Welcome to the first video of the poem Animals, written by Walt Whitman. He is also referred to as Walt Whitman in many places. So we'll go with the name that NCERT has suggested, and that is Walt Whitman. Now, Walt Whitman was born in 1819 and died in 1892. Is a major figure in early American poetry. He broke the tradition of rhymed and metrical poetry. He was famous for writing a revolutionary new kind of poetry, which was free verse. The poem Animals is from his work Song of Myself in Leaves of Grass. Walt Whitman has been credited with changing the style of poetry, bringing in free verses, or as we say, blank verses, which didn't follow a rhyming scheme or a meter. It followed an idea that itself formed a rhythm. More about Whitman: he was a nonconformist man in all respects, including his social life. Now, nonconformist is a person who doesn't follow the set norms. He tries to do things his own way. As a fact, in an age when all poetry was rhymed and metrical, Whitman made a break with tradition and wrote a revolutionary new kind of poetry in free verse. So, as we know about him, so we'll start with the explanation of the poetry. Now let's see the basic idea in the poem. In this poem, the writer expresses his feelings about animals. Writer, being an animal lover, compares his life at home with animals and that with a human. He finds human to be more complicated and false, as against animals, which are, according to him, placid and self-contained. Animals do not dissatisfy their condition, nor do they have mania of owning things compared to the humans. No animal is unhappy over his miscondition. The writer, in the end, gives a sarcastic reference, symbolically trying to say that animals remind him of his childhood things. Writer wonders these memories of childhood as tokens which he feels to have fallen by him long time ago. Basically, poet here seems to be disillusioned with human life and the pattern humans follow, and wants to move back to the old civilization where both humans who were hunters and gatherers stayed in caves. He feels that time human being showed the actual nature of humans, which is compassion, love and sympathy for all. What would we get to learn from this poem? We would learn about a revolutionary new kind of poetry in free verse, the intimate feelings of animals towards human and that of a human towards the same, the feeling of self-sufficiency that animals have for themselves, never to be unhappy over miscondition from animals, various literary devices and poetical words. So let's begin. Now the first stanza of the poem goes: I think I could turn and live with animals. They are so placid and self-contained. I stand and look at them long and long. Now, what does he want to say? The writer expresses his feelings that he is thinking about his decision to live with animals because they are docile and suffice. He says that he can see animals very long or may live with them compared to humans for a longer time. Now, the poetical idea. The whole stanza has enjambment, which is a literary device used into it. The writer uses unrhymed words to explain his feelings better. He has also tried to use abbreviations to reduce the scribe level. Right? Let's move on to the next stanza then. They do not sweat and whine about their condition. They do not lie awake in the dark and weep for their sins. They do not make me sick discussing their duty to God. No one is dissatisfied. No one is demented with the mania of owning things. No one kneels to another, nor to his kind that lived thousands years ago. No one is respectable and unhappy over the whole earth. Now, what he tries to say is, the writer tries to express his feelings about animals that they never condemn their condition, never do they weep for their sins, lying awake in the dark. They also do not disrupt the writer thinking about God. No one is dissatisfied, nor have the manias of owning things. No animal, according to the writer, kneels to another. Also, they never kneel to their ancestor or God. No animal is respectable and unhappy over the whole earth. The poetical idea now. The whole stanza has enjambment, which is a literary device used in it. The poet tries to compare the behavior of animal with that of human. He deliberately tries to enhance the behavior of animals to be better than that human has. The poem has simile, which is another literary device used in the whole. The poet says that the behavior of human has no satisfaction and self-respect. Human even kneels to another human. Let's come to the final stanza then. They bring me tokens of myself, they evince them plainly in their possession. I wonder where they get these tokens. Did I pass that way huge times ago and negligibly drop them? The writer says symbolically that animals remind him of his childhood things or morals. They also show them with great affection and no arrogance. The writer wonders where did they come to know about it. He feels that he has passed there long time ago and accidentally followed them as tokens. This is the sarcastic reference in the end of the poem. The writer uses various symbolic words and literary devices like enjambment in the stanza. The writer also gives a sarcastic reference in the end of the poem. So basically the message that we come across is we should love animals. What did you learn from this poem? Make two groups in the class and you can try and debate on that. Basic idea, but must remain that animals teach us more than a human being can ever do. That's what Waldman is trying to present over here. Well, that will be all for today. Till I come back with my next video. All of you take care and goodbye.